Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we are going to cover a live session on the homework questions which we already covered, that same topics, that is Polynomials Exercise 2.1 and 2.2. So in those, while I have explained those two topics, I have kept few questions as homework questions. So we are going to cover those questions in the live session today. So just give me 2 minutes, I will just check whether everything is fine with respect to audio and video. So if anyone has any doubts, please mention in comment section so that I'll check the chart and answer it, so that others can also get helpful from your doubts. Okay, so let's continue our video. I know this is a prompt I haven't scheduled it before, but still, so from next time I'll try to schedule it at least 1 hour before so that everyone can get notification and can join this group. Okay, so but still, let's continue today's video. So in my previous parts I have done in my long video section, there I have explained what is agenda, what is a polynomial, and what is not which is not a polynomial. So which is not a polynomial, which is not having a degree, which is not a numerator. Okay, and at the same time, if it is negative also, it is not a polynomial. Like here you can see this is having a denominator and this is having root x, this is having 1 by x cube. So this does not belong to homework, does not belong to polynomial. Okay, so for polynomial the degree should start from 0 and so on. So let's, as I mentioned, today we are going to solve all the homework questions. This is one of the homework question I have mentioned. So what asking highest power of a polynomial, they are asking what is the degree of this equation. So this degree is 2, this degree is 4, here there is nothing, so we can say the degree is 1. Okay, then I have explained what is the value of polynomial. Okay, let's see the homework question for this one. Okay, I will use only pink color for all the homework question or solutions. P of 1 means I have to substitute 1 in the term of variable. So it will be 1 cube plus 1 square plus 3, which is 1 plus 1 plus 3, the value is 5. So the P of 1 value is 5. Okay. Then I have covered what are types of polynomials: constant, linear, quadratic, cubic. Then I also explain what is zeros of polynomial. Zeros of polynomial is where that equation is getting to 0. So for which value of the variable the equation getting 0, which is nothing but the 0 of the polynomial. So we'll solve this homework question. They're asking find the 0 of this polynomial. So I have to equal that polynomial to 0. So simple, I is equal to, if I move 2 to the right side, becomes 2. So the 0 of this polynomial is 2. Okay, let's see next topic. Then we have covered what is zeros graphically. Zeros graphically means wherever it is touching x-axis, that is nothing but 0, and how many times it is touching x-axis, those many times a number of zeros are present. So we'll see the homework questions. Okay, we have the homework question here. So this I am asking how many zeros are present. You can see z is representing zeros here. So how many zeros we have, how many times it is touching x-axis at this point and this point. So the number of zeros are 2. Okay, the links of the previous videos, that is 2.0, 2.0, I will keep in the description. If you want to refer it, you can also check it and you can also refer to those questions. Okay, so here in this video I am going to cover only the homework questions, so which are not covered in those two videos. Okay, and then homework. So how many times here it is touching x-axis? It is touching at only one point, which is this one. Okay, so here the number of zeros are 1. So if it is linear, like straight line, it is a linear graph where the power degree will be 1. If it is U kind of thing, then it is a quadratic where the number of zeros should be 0. Like if it is equal number of zeros, then it is 1. Okay, and this type of graphs can be multi-polynomial. multiple degree that is greater than 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so here we have one homework question here. Here they was asking number of zeros only, same type of question. So how many times this graph is touching x-axis? It is touching at only one point, which is this one. Here is the point it is touching x-axis, as the number of zero is 1. Okay, another homework. How many times this second graph is touching x-axis? It is touching x-axis at this point, this 1, 2, 3 and 4. As the number of zeros are 4. Okay, so in this way the first video was completed. Then I have explained part 2, where I have explained what is the relationship between zeros and coefficients of polynomial. We have sum of zeros is alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Product of zeros is c by a, that is constant by coefficient of x square. To find the equation if zeros are provided, then we have to do x square minus of alpha plus beta into x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Then we covered few example questions where they have provided you find the zeros. They have provided the quadratic polynomial. They are asking to get the zeros of it, and also asking to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. The verification of relationship is we have to find alpha beta. Find alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by r naught. At the same time, alpha into beta, that is product of zeros, is equal to c by r naught. Okay, so those two we have to prove it. So these example questions not covering this video. You can refer to those videos. I'll keep in the description. Let's see the homework questions. Okay, here we have one homework question. So what is the question? Let's solve it. The question is we have to find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Also we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. The equation is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Let's solve that equation. 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So this is the question. Let's solve it. So to solve it, what I will choose is I will first find a into c, because I am using prime factorization method to find the zeros. 4 into a into c means 4 into 1. 4 into 1 is 4. Alright, what are the factors of 4? Factors of 4 are 1 into 4 and 2 into 2. So using 2 and 2 I can get 4 by simply adding it. So what I will write this equation as 4s square minus 2s minus 2s plus 1. You understood how I got minus 4? Because minus 4 I have to write in terms of its factors. Here 2 and 2 are the factors. So minus 2 minus 2 I can get a minus 4. So that's why I am using this. So if I take 2s as common here, I will get 2s minus 1. This is the shortcut trick. I will just try 2s minus 1 first. Then I will see which is I have to multiply. I have to multiply minus 1. So it is simple. 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. So s is equal to 1 by 2 here, and here also s is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, zeros of 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is equal to 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Okay, but it's not only finding zeros, you need also to verify the relationship between coefficients and zeros. So verification. So what is a verification? Sum and product. Sum should be equal to minus b by a. Product should be equal to c by a. We need to verify these two. Sum means 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is 1. What is the relation? Minus into minus 4 by 4. Minus into minus 4 by 4, which is also 1. Hence verified. Product 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which is 1 by 4. What is c? C value is this one, 1. A value is 4. So that is also correct, which is 1 by 4. Okay, we need to verify both, that is sum should be minus b by a and product should be c by a. So in this way this homework question is done. Let's see the another homework question. Okay, t square minus 15. Okay, let's solve this. Question is t square minus 15. Just give me a minute. Okay, so it is between these two. I'll just switch to here. I'll solve it here. So t square minus 15, this is easy question. Why? Because we can simply write t square is equal to 15 and t value is plus or minus root 15. So the alpha value is plus root 15 and beta value is minus root 15. Okay, these are the zeros. What is the verification we have to do? Product sum and product. We'll do it here itself, because sum is equal to minus b by e plus root 15 and minus root 15. The sum is 0. B values here is nothing, so simply it is 0 by 1, which is 0. Sum is verified. Product. What is the product? Product should be c by a. So root 15 into minus root 15 should be equal to, what is c value? C value is minus 15, a value is 1. Plus or minus, it minus root 15 into root 15, 15. So minus 15 is equal to minus 15. Hence, product is also verified. Let's move to the next questions. So we have done so many, all the exercise questions. Okay, here we have one more. We have to find the quadratic polynomial, each with given numbers, as a sum and product. So this is sum and this is product. Okay, now we have to use the equation which I told you, that we'll use it here to solve this question. Root 2 and 1 by 3. Question is root 2 and 1 by 3. Okay, so here sum, okay, of zeros they have provided as root 2 and product they have provided as 1 by 3. What is the equation I told you? X square minus of sum of roots into x, sum of zeros into x, plus product. This is the equation we have to use. So x square minus sum is root 2 x plus product is 1 by 3 is equal to 0. So simply just multiply into 3. This becomes 3x square minus 3 root 2 x plus 1 is equal to 0 is the quadratic polynomial. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, this is also homework, so I will do it this question. And this is the last question from this chapter, because the rest all questions are already covered in your videos. Okay, the question is minus 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Okay, let's solve this. Minus 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Here this is sum and this is product. Okay, so make sure in your exam you are writing the formula first, which is x square minus sum into x plus product, because this equation itself also carries half mark. Either you can write this, or if you write this also is okay. X square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Both are fine. But either one should be written in your exam, then only you will get full marks for this type of question, because this step also carries half mark. Now let's substitute. X square minus of alpha plus beta is minus 1 by 4 into x plus alpha beta is 1 by 4 is equal to 0. So it is x square plus x by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 0. I'll multiply 4 on both sides. I will get 4x square plus 4x, sorry, not 4x, 4x square plus x plus 1. X plus 1 is a quadratic polynomial where sum of zeros is minus 1 by 4 and product of zeros is 1 by 4. Okay, because in the previous video I told this. In the next video you'll get all the homework level questions. So now this is a live session where I have covered all the homework questions. So if you have any doubts in these questions or in the previous video questions, that is 2.1 2.2 videos, if you have any doubts in those two video questions also, kindly mention in any of the video comments so you can check and comment to you respectively. And as I mentioned in the previous classes, I'm ready to give one-on-one tuitions to students. So if anyone are interested to get online, not offline, online one-to-one sessions, either to Google Meet or Teams, you can use it. So either using those channels, I'm open to teach for at least 1 to 2 hours daily. So if anyone is interested, you can drop your details to this mail ID, which is powerclasses.snb@gmail.com, along with your phone number, so that I can call you back and we can discuss regarding. Okay, just rewrite it properly with this color as well. My mail ID is powerclasses.snb@gmail.com. okay, so you can drop your name, your number, as well as any one of your name to whom I have to contact, so that I will call you back. We'll discuss, and it will be reasonable price, I can guarantee about it. If you are okay with it, we'll continue, or else it's up to you. Okay, so thanks for watching. In the next video we'll be having mostly recorded or live session. That video will be covering in text and exercise questions of chemistry chapter 1, just chemical reactions and equations. That video I have already covered in 3 parts and I have kept in my video section, and those links I'll also keep in my description. If you are referring for science first chapter, you can refer to those links, and if you have any doubts regarding those also, you can kindly mention in the comment section. Okay, so we'll meet again with chemistry. Thank you.